Hey, I'm Adam Spradling with TwinSpires.com. I am here with the one and only Alicia Wincze-Hughes, the racing editor for BloodHorse.com and the Blood Horse. Now, Alicia, we are here on Monday for Derby Day, or Derby Week. What are the top 3 horses you've seen that you're excited about, that have looked good this week?
Well, I said, I've been on the Classic Empire train from the start, and at this point I figure I'm going to ride that train into the station. I said, it may crash, it may burn, there may be casualties, but I'm sticking on it until then. But no, I said, you know, a lot of people there are some mixed reviews about how people assessed his work. I happen to like his work. You know, if you know the horse, you know how he goes. I thought that he handled it really well. I think one point that maybe was getting a little bit lost in the shuffle is Martine, his exercise rider, is about 170 some odd pounds.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like he had a jockey up for that move. So like I said, I'm still on the Classic Empire train. I just think he's the most rawly talented.
Jerusalem would appreciate it.
I think he's the most talented member of this class.
So as far as McCracken, I've heard he's 3 for 3 on Churchill. Is that correct?
Yes, he is unbeaten over this track. You know, I said this is his home base. He's looked fantastic going over here. I really loved his work last week. I loved his work again yesterday. You know, the way he's galloped out, he's just galloped out like a monster. So if you're into that kind of thing, you know, he's certainly given the right signals that way. And like I said, he just looks like a happy horse over the track. You look at him go, he's got his ears pricked, he's moving happy. Brian had a heck of a time trying to even get him pulled up yesterday. Ian didn't even want to gallop out as much as they did. Brian just couldn't get him pulled up. The horse kept wanting to go on. So I said, that's another one. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt with the Bluegrass Stakes. So I'm going to stick with him there. Third choice, you know, if I had to be pressed at this point, I might lean towards Irish War Cry.
Irish War Cry.
Yeah.
New Yorker, huh?
And I preface that I don't usually love the Wood Memorial as far as who comes out of that
right.
race as a prep race. It's just it's one of those like the Remsen. I just don't like that race. But I love Irish War Cry. I was glad to see him get back on track there.
Now, is it his connections, ground motion, or is it what he's done himself?
All of the above. I mean, my question with him is, and probably the question that Graham himself has is, I don't know which Irish War Cry is going to show up. Are we going to get the brilliant Irish War Cry that put Classic Empire and Company in his place in the Holy Bull, or are we going to get the one who just threw in a clunker for no reason for the Fountain of Youth? So I'm interested to see when he gets here, how he looks when he's here, how he's moving over the track. But like I said, I do think that I can't forget what he did in the Holy Bull that day, and the horses behind him and who he beat and what they've gone on to do. So if you're looking at how form is stand up, the form of that race has stood up about as well as any.
Awesome. So from Alicia, we got Classic Empire, McCracken, Irish War Cry. How can you go wrong?
Right at your own risk.
and that's before the draw. Alicia, thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me on.
You can find her on BloodHorse.com and for TwinSpires.com. Thank you for tuning in.